Hello, my name's Rob. This is my lovely wife, Heather.
Hello.
It's October. The weather in Florida finally feels like fall. So, we're going to talk to you about a movie that we love that we watch on Halloween. And the movie is Trick or Treat. Now, if anybody hasn't seen Trick or Treat, you really need to see this movie. It started out as a short in 1996. It was animated and directed by Michael Dougherty. It was like a 3 or 4 minute animated short that he did, and he had this little character called Sam. He decided years later that he wanted to make it into a live action movie. So I think it actually came out in 2007. And when it came out, it was direct to video. I mean, there was no theatrical release, which I think is a crime because this movie, I think, would have done well in theaters. It had something to do with behind the scenes, I don't know, something to do with the movie studios or something. When we finally saw the movie, or when I finally saw the movie, I think we watched a cartoon first.
We watched the cartoon first.
We saw the cartoon on YouTube, and the animated short was called Season's Greetings. Like I said, it's like 3 or 4 minutes long. And when I saw it, I mean, that became my new Halloween go-to movie. Now, there are other ones we always watch. I mean, once October starts, all bets are off. It's Halloween here. It's horror movies all the time. The usual ones like Halloween, John Carpenter's Halloween.
The Wolfman.
Yeah, I like to go through.
We get through all the older.
Yeah, the old classic Universal, horror movies. I like to go through those. Frankenstein, The Wolfman. Not a big fan of Dracula. Sorry, Bela Lugosi. I'm just not. But this one is definitely Nightmare Before Christmas, because we can use that for Halloween and Christmas, which that's her thing. She is Christmas. She's all about Christmas. Anyway, back to the movie. It's 4 stories. Actually, it's like 4 and a quarter because there's an intro story, the very beginning, but it's brief. It kind of introduces the character of Sam. With the way they do the 4 stories, which is really what I love about this, is they're all interwoven. And it's one of those kind of movies to where you can't get up in the middle of this and go do something. You have to watch everything because every little thing in this movie means something at some point. So in every scene and every little frame, and it's one of those kind of movies that when I watched it the first time, I had to turn around and watch it again. Because you watch it the first time, you get this first, overview of it. The second time you watch it, everything you saw the first time has a different meaning. Once you get through the whole movie, when you go back and you watch it again, there's conversations that go on, things that are said.
And you pick up on new things each time you see it.
Yeah, and I still do. To this day, and we've seen it, I don't know how many times, but there's something, and I'll notice something in a frame, in a scene. There's still something you're going to catch like every time you watch it. And that's why I love this movie. And I love the way all the stories kind of
intertwine.
And they pass through each other. I mean, they're separate stories. Like one's about a group of girls they're trying to go to a party. It's out in the woods. Anna Paquin's in it. There's a story about the school principal. There's the school bus massacre, and that's with a group of kids. They're collecting jack-o'-lanterns. They want to, and it's to pay respect to the souls of a group of kids that died on a school bus. And then there's the last story that's in there is about old Mr. Krieg. He's a cranky old fart that lives next door to the principal, who does not like Halloween at all. Somebody's got to straighten him out.
Somebody does straighten him out.
The character of Sam is kind of the one that links them together. Sam is basically the enforcer of the rules of Halloween. Now, the rules of Halloween were never blow out your jack-o'-lantern before midnight, always wear a costume,
always give out candy,
and
always check your candy.
Always check your candy, which is Somebody learns that the hard way in this movie. If you have not seen it, this is kind of a must see for me on Halloween. It has to be. You gotta. I mean, and I like it because it's got the atmosphere. It's got Halloween atmosphere, and I think that's missing from a lot of Halloween movies. Is the Halloween atmosphere. Was there anything specific you liked about the movie, or?
I really like the way the stories intertwine together, and occasionally when you're looking at one section of the movie, you'll see characters from the other section of the movie just kind of
passing by. Through. Yeah,
and I thought that was really neat.
Yeah,
and I really liked the kid when he started vomiting everywhere, projectile vomiting.
Well,
that was just too.
We won't tell you when that is, but yeah, you got to kind of look for that. Anyway, that's it. That's our thoughts on Trick or Treat. If you haven't seen it, go see it. If you did see it, comment on it. Let us know how you liked it. Anything else?
No, I think that covers it.
All right, and we're out of here. Peace.